What's Sporty Spice up to?
Huh?
Doing a scene from The Boys, you moron.
I'm not a moron.
You're a moron. Translucent doesn't mean invisible. It means semi-transparent.
Is that another
The
quote?
Boys Season 2 trailer. Easily one of the best things I watched last year, and with the kind of show this is, what better sponsor to have on this video than GPK? Thanks for sponsoring this.
Nice segue, bro.
If you're a follower of this channel, you've heard us mention GPK before, let's face it. The folks who take fandom and creativity to the next level. Best known for their burlesque cabaret show, The Empire Strips Back, set in the Star Wars universe.
We read from cover to cover their Wookiee erotica magazines, which are just like 70s Playboys, but again, set in the Star Wars universe. What better way to be one of the boys than getting lost in one of these?
But what I really want to mention is this book that I read in 2 days because it is awesome. The Gotham 1919 and 1939 book. It takes the characters and mythology of Batman and reimagines them as part of Depression-era American history. From the war to end all wars, to the crash of the stock market, from enforcement of prohibition to the rise of celebrity gangster. I would love to see this book adapted into a movie or a TV show, but documentary-like style. Seriously, out of all these things, like, these products are the perfect thing to have sponsored this video today. So be a good boy and—
Or girl.
John! Yeah, that's fine. I don't know what I was getting so defensive about. And head on over to GPK today.
Federal authorities have initiated a multi-state manhunt for
They're back. Oh, what? Yeah, that makes sense, actually. This man. Poor Frenchie. Dude.
The world still needs superheroes.
She's still part of them, huh? Okay.
So let's get out there. Let's take these cocksuckers down.
Dude, he is so good.
Don't you worry. Daddy's home.
Yeah, buddy.
Through some shit together.
Oh, wow.
Whoa!
This is a fucking mess. One of the most wanted lads in the country. So what's your big plan? You'll love it. I won't love it. I never love it. Never fucking love it. Not it.
Oh. Oh, wow. Yo! The sharks. Oh, buddy.
Ain't you twins lucky that I showed up?
Oh, perfect birthday weekend for Greggy. Yeah. Oh.
Take
Yes.
that, Artemis Fowl.
Yes. Ha Oh.
Are you excited? Is this a good early birthday tease?
Yes, I'm very, very excited. Did you see The Boys?
No. You've recommended
You
it to-
son of a bitch.
I'm sorry. Don't vaporize me with your laser.
What the
vision.
hell, man?
There's a lot of stuff out there to keep track of.
Well, I
and
mainly
watch.
watched it because the subscribers wanted me to watch it.
Oh,
Jeez.
Well, now I'm gonna binge it all tonight and not sleep until tomorrow.
It's one of the most binge-worthy shows ever.
Okay. I mean, I like Eric Kripke of Supernatural fame from having reacted to it many times on our Patreon, so I assume that I will like
Don't
this
use
show.
your lack of watching to promote our Patreon page. Thanks for doing that,
You're
but don't use it. Ah, man. Well,
I will take the
when
lead
I
on this
when
commentary.
I start talking about spoilers, cover your ears.
Okay.
This would have been a great conversation to have beforehand. I never did a review for it. I just watched it on my own time with my girlfriend. You guys were constantly being like, you have to watch The Boys. I did so. It's funny with the marketing because they always make it look like it's only this high octane comedy. It feels more like Kick-Ass, right? That's what the trailers always make it feel like. But really, it's this amazing, nuanced commentary on, like, so many things. Corporate culture, they handle sexual assault, they deal with a lot of different topics that I don't want to ruin for you.
It's okay. I earned this whipping. Right
Yes,
now.
it takes this world of If superheroes were real, how would we monetize superheroes? It's very character driven. It takes its time a lot more than the trailers would have you to believe. They always make it look like it's this like really just non-stop, fast-paced, exhilarating thing. I think Homelander is one of the guy who looks like Superman, Captain America combined. I think he's one of the best villains I've ever seen in film and TV ever portrayed. Okay. He is brilliant in the show, absolutely brilliant. And okay, you should probably cover your ears, John. Put your fingers in your ear holes. Well, the way the show ended, where you find out that Butch's wife is still alive, the kid there, and then you see that one moment where he like pushes the kid off the roof, showing like, hey, maybe he's doing some type of weird parent bonding with his superhero child. I think one thing that surprised me was to actually see that Stargirl is still part of the Seven. I thought by this point in the series, maybe this is a flashback that they're showing us here. She's wearing the outfit that Elizabeth Shue's character was imposing on her to wear that she was refusing to wear, but she's rocking it with a whole bunch of confidence. Or maybe she's like undercover and working within the Seven to help out our fellow team, you know, considering that the way it ended with A-Train at the end of season 1. You get glimpses of people with some new powers and whatnot. Kind of surprised that maybe Butch escaped Homelander, but I would be under the impression that there's no way he could do that only Homelander must have let him go for some reason, and I'm curious to see why that is. And the way how season 1 ended and how this trailer starts off immediately with showing that the boys are officially fugitives. Because in the last season, they weren't really aware of them, and then Homelander was becoming aware of the team. People weren't aware of like, oh, there's these people who are trying to infiltrate the Seven and expose that superheroes are really bad. Much later on in the show, so to see that they're on the run and they still have to try to find a way to complete their mission, I feel like it's just gonna raise the stakes that much more. And yes, I did catch a glimpse of Black Noir there for a split second. He's awesome. He's funny. You know, they had that whole thing with Giancarlo Esposito's character, which I don't remember, but I didn't see him at all in the trailer. Man, that guy between The Mandalorian and The Boys and on Better Call Saul, he is just dominating the TV show sphere right now.
And as I'm editing this, I'm like, how did I not talk about this part? The fact that Butch's wife is still alive and how that was like his whole motive was to get revenge for what happened to her and to see the secret hideout lifestyle she had. What's that gonna do to his character journey? That was his whole motive, season 1, and that's why he wanted Homelander dead. What level of confusion or agreement does this lead to with him and Homelander, and what does that do between him and his wife, and why is she doing that? There's a lot to unpack there that it's like the biggest cliffhanger, and it's how the show ended, and I'm like so surprised I didn't talk about it.
All right, John, you can take your hands off. All right,
goodness.
I'm excited for this. I wanted to read the graphic novels. I've heard that those are like way more like they really push the line. They cross the line a lot. Here it's like extremely like in areas I don't really care to look at images of or read it. Yeah. So
okay.
I mean, it's just what I've heard, but I still might give it a shot. The show is so damn good, very relevant, and such a wonderful deconstruction in such a unique way. But John, sure, what's your take on this trailer?
I mean,
The blah blah blahs.
I have lots of insight
blah,
for you
blah,
guys.
blahs.
No, I mean, I do find it interesting that you've said now both times, because this trailer tonally reminded me of the first trailer for the first season. And I liked the trailer for the first season. It got me intrigued to know that it's not just the pulp, because this does lead heavily with, it's going to be fast paced and it's going to be cool and it's going to have a lot of action and it's going to have a lot of production value and it's going to have a lot of set pieces and stuff.
I mean, it does have that.
I know, I know, and that was the thing, is I was sitting here impressed, because half of me, even like on top of the season 1, like looking at how they seem to have grown from that vague glimpse I have, it looks like their budget's gone up. It looks like a fast-paced, fun, rollicking show, but it makes me happy to hear, and it interests me that much more to hear that it has those nuances and it has that level of commentary, because the trailer itself doesn't necessarily throw that aspect out to the forefront.
Yeah.
It looks really cool, and it looks like it's gonna at least give a satirical edge on this kind of material, superhero material. Yeah, to know that, there's actually some brains underneath the hood gets me really excited.
It's a real commentary on society. It's more like they cover religion. It's not just a superhero deconstruction. It's way more than that. And the other boys are also really fun to watch. And then I like that Kimiko, I think that's what her name, Kimiko, the Asian girl, is part of the gang now. I'm excited to see what they do more with her character. And your boy Simon Pegg is in it too.
What?
Yeah.
My boy is in the boys?
Huey's father. brother, Simon Pegg. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyway, there's a lot of cliffhangers to uncover from the last season, but how excited are you guys for the show? Wow, it comes out the day after my birthday. Like, that is such a great way to be like, staying in, guys, watching the boys. Yeah.
Oh, you're lucky. They moved Candyman off my birthday.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Guys, what do you think of this trailer? Any theories, thoughts? Leave it all down below. Thank you, GPK, for sponsoring this video. You can subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell. Last but not least, let's do a Lance Dorr. Lance, my buddy, listen, I know you're getting hitched.
Oh,
You're going to get married.
oh, Lance.
But don't forget, you know where this is going.
Oh, yeah.
You got to remain one of the boys at all times. That means when I go to Canada with you, when there's, I'm gonna join your bachelor party. I mean, thanks for the invite, you dick. You didn't invite me, you jerk. But
Thanks for inviting me, though.
I know.
got the
Why
invitation.
John get an invite on me? You go to that bachelor party, get those strippers. I'm gonna make sure you have one final. Hold on a sec. Baby. Okay. She's not. I mean, I'm not going to. Just for safety, in case you watch this
Yeah,
video.
no,
You know.
of course. I wouldn't either, just to be a good influence on you.
I'm not even gonna make the joke.
We're going to respect those strippers.
Good luck on that wedding. Don't forget to still party with those other firefighting boys. As many boys references as I can make. Make sure you get another one in the oven so you can have another boy with your woman. See ya, buddy. Boys.